we are.
Woo! We're back. It's Tuesday already, right?
It's Tuesday already, man.
All right. So, guys, everybody, welcome to the new Talk Real, Get Real show tonight. Hope everybody is getting on. We already have loads of people already piling in, checking everything out.
This is a very special Talk Real, Get Real.
It's always special.
It's always special. This is extra special.
Extra special.
This is extra special because from one of our good friends and good brothers that helped us do this, we are now streaming live to Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
God damn, really?
Really.
How are we doing that? We're in two places at one time.
It's magic.
It's like Back to the Future.
It's magic.
It's magic.
So we got some cool stuff happening tonight. We got a cool show happening tonight. You got a lot of topics that you want to talk about tonight.
Yeah. So you know what? Usually we come on here and we, I told everybody to make sure to put the crybabies to sleep tonight before we go on the show because, some people might get offended and I don't really care. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to educate the public. And if somebody's being offended by what we're saying, you need to think it might be about you. Really? So if you're not being offended, that means you agree and you are part of the coalition of trying to clean up the mess that has transpired in the past 20 years that has built up to a certain point now where, we need to really buckle down, martial artists, all you guys, everybody. I gotta fix
Fix your hat.
Fix my head. Everybody that's in line that is holding up to their traditions. Now, tradition doesn't mean traditional martial arts. Tradition means holding up to their beliefs and what they believe, and they're passing on this system that is dear to them, that means something to them, and every martial artist should have that proud feeling that it means something to them, because if it isn't, then you don't really belong doing what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Because we're here to spread the word. I have an obligation to my instructor, and that obligation I'm upholding it. Out of a lot of the students that my teacher had, last of the Mohicans here, upholding what he's teaching and keeping it strong, and that sucks. That's a real big shame. And I wish it wasn't that way. I wish people were really sticking to what we were teaching and how we were teaching it. And it's not. People get confused when they start to see dollar signs. And seeing dollar signs, there's nothing wrong with it. But if that's the end game, you're in the wrong business. You do want to make a living. You do want to make the money. There's nothing wrong with having a living and making money doing it. Go ahead.
Let me get this straight.
I don't want anybody to be confused with what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you should not make money. If you're making money hand over fist, you must have a great system and you're doing the right thing, or you're selling out. So you got to figure out which one you're doing.
So you telling me I can't be rich? Is what you're telling me?
No,
I can't make it rain when I want to make it rain.
No. You can make it rain, but it's very difficult to keep the quality of your martial arts, to keep the quality of what you're doing, right? Because the concept is to be able to duplicate yourself and put somebody else that you've duplicated in another school and be able to control that atmosphere. Because when you have somebody outside in another school in another town and they're running the school, they're going to start running it their own way. And the problem is their own way is not the way it was originally taught, and it started to get not watered down, but changed, right? So we want to try to keep the system, the same, with what we're teaching. So you have to be able to duplicate yourself and be able to put those people in other schools, and it's very difficult to do. It's very difficult to do. We have a school in Myrtle Beach, and I go down and Sifa goes down. We go down twice a year, and we keep and maintain exactly what they're teaching. We watch what they're teaching, and we help them through it, and we help them grow. And we get to see all the students there, and we really get to interact with the students. The students are not numbers. They are students, right? So there's a bunch of stuff that I want to talk about today.
All right.
So we're backing up a little bit. We're not going to be ranting and pointing fingers and telling people to wake up, which they should be doing anyway.
We ain't gonna get crazy.
Yeah, we might get a little crazy, but right now we're going to be a little you know,
little reserved,
and a little professional.
All right, so we're gonna start the show, and I see you got your. No,
can't tell anybody.
I can't tell nobody.
Special stuff.
You got your special slide boards there and special flashcards for people to see.
So I don't forget what I'm doing.
All right. So again, we're gonna get this started, guys. And Facebookers and welcome YouTubers.
Woo-hoo!
Spread it out. Welcome to Talk Real,
Get Real. Bobbleheads. Little bobbleheads. Welcome everybody. All right, so now that we're in the little shrink down bobblehead form, so I'm gonna, you know, a lot of people are out there, and they're you know, creating these get rich schemes, and that's what it is. It's the get rich schemes. You know, here, you know, I'll give you a set of 10 rules, or I'll give you a booklet, and all you have to pay is $500 a month to me, and I'll give you this, and I'll give you that, and I'll give you this, and I'll straighten everything out for you, and I'll give you a template that has all the same nonsense that's on every single other website, and you just become part of the mainstream nonsense, and you know, you don't have your own identity anymore. And you're following somebody who's basically getting rich off of you. So they're making the money. You might be making money, but they're making lots more money. Lots more money than you are.
Yes.
So you need to really think about what you're doing. So all these schemes, you know, oh, you can do this and do that and do this and do that, and you know, get rich. You know, get rich. I can double and triple your student base and all this other stuff, and that's crazy. That's outlandish, right? You want to believe it. I want to believe it. I'd love to be able to do that. You know, hey, you know, I can make you. Hey, what if I tell you you can get $1,000 a week? You know, of course you're going to be up and into it and want to be a part of it, right? And then what happens is you get part of the group, and you're around people that are very successful, but you're also around people that have sold out their system to be successful, you know, and then you become part of that. And then you go to these meetings that they have once a month, and you have all these great speakers, and, you know, they're speaking and trying to come up with a reason why what they're doing is legit and not watered down, and, you know, you should stick with us and everything else. And then you guys, people out there, swallow that. And then what they do is they just regurgitate it on their own, and they start telling people the same stuff, and they regurgitate it, but they don't really understand what they're saying. They're just regurgitating, right? So it's just a process of just
an ongoing process
of crap. Of ignorance and crap, and it's just ridiculous. So here, this is my first idea, that if you guys want to make it in the martial arts, and you want to really put your name out there and really want to do something for yourself, this is the first thing.
That's the first.
Hold on. Should we be on like the big?
I think we should.
We're gonna be on the big thing. So we're gonna bubblehead.
We're gonna unbubble it so everybody can see what we're doing.
Yeah, let's do it. Here we go. And I want that good fade out.
All right, here we go.
I love that. Yeah. I know people can hear me. Right. There we go. So here, ready? This is the $1 million trick.
This is the secret one.
This is the secret one. Don't sell out. Now, if you need glasses, I'm going to put that real close. Don't sell out. Do not sell out. ShamWow. All right? Don't sell out. Teach what you're supposed to be teaching.
Oh, goodness.
Right? So that means if you're teaching karate, teach karate. Don't start teaching the magical Shaolin Kung Fu system. Teach karate. Teach what you're good at. Teach what your teacher taught you to do, so that you can grow and understand your system. Now, I've been training my system for 37 years, and I still have a lot to learn, and I'm not a slow learner. Sifu's been training 22 years under me. He's not a slow learner. And we're still trying to perfect our system. So instead of reaching for 10,000 golden rings, reach for the ring that your teacher gave you and perfect the system that he gave you. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense.
Right? So, you know, you see a karate guy busting out a chain whip for him. And
so let me be a little devil's advocate here. So the concept of selling out. So in layman's terms, what is your meaning of selling out? Because people get that concept misconstrued and misunderstood. So what is your explanation of how people sell out? All right. Let me get the.
No. You don't have to put the seatbelt on. You don't have to put the crazy sequin seatbelt on. So look, selling out, watering down your system. Say originally, a yellow sash needed to know 3 forms in order to get to the next level. So what you want to do is you want to populate your school with all these kiddies, right? So what you do is you water it down, and you just need a quarter of that information. Just a quarter. Mm-hmm. So now you take a quarter of that information, which can be learned in 2 months, 3 months, and boom, 3 months later, that kid's got a sash. Super excited. The mom's excited. Kid's moving up. Phenomenal. Doing beautiful. Now, all you do is teach another form, and then you move them up again. So you're watering down your system. So by the time they get to black sash in 2 years, right? Because it's the accelerated version, right? Okay. So you have a bunch of black belts, black sashes, whatever. 2 years, they're in their black belts already. You know, you got a whole bunch of room full of kids being black belts. Still pissing on the toilet seat, but they're black belts, right? So you got all these kids being black belts. You got all these teenagers 2 years later being black belts. Can't throw a kick, can't throw a punch. You sold out your system. You watered it down, but you have a school full of kids. Congratulations. That to me is selling out. You're selling out to make the money. Instead of having the kids working hard. And yeah, you know what? Not every kid's going to move up every 3 months. Not every kid. What?
You can't tell the parent that.
Oh, yes, I can.
You can't tell the parent that.
Oh, yes, I can. You know what I tell the parents? They're not the teachers. I'm the teacher. I've been doing this longer than them. So if they want their children to learn the right way, they need to shut up, sit down, and let the teacher teach.
Yeah, we actually had a recent test for adults and the children, and we had some children that were testing, and there was 2 children that actually were not ready to test, and we tried to get them squared away, but they just didn't make the cut this time. So we told the parents they're not ready now. They gotta go on to. They got to wait till the next level to test, and next kid test is not going to be probably for another 5 months.
And we have groomed the parents so well. What did they say? What did the parents say?
Thank you very much for telling me, and he will be ready by next time.
And that's it. No drama, no nonsense, and the kids will be ready because they know that the sash isn't given to them; it's earned. I had watched somebody doing a video. And this was actually kind of funny. And they were talking about stuff, and then they were like, "Oh, and everybody's going to be getting everybody's going to be getting their belts and everything else." Yeah. And I was thinking to myself,
wrong verbiage.
Hey, just giving it all away, Crazy Eddie.
You're
Crazy Eddie. You're ShamWowing it. Everybody gets a sash. Everybody moves up at the same time. Nobody fails. Yeah. It's the same cavalry now, and if people are out there, instructors out there, students are out there, you've got kids going to class, you got kids going to school, elementary school, everybody gets passed through. I don't know about you, but I remember there was always that one kid that was stuck in 3rd grade or 4th grade
for 4 or 5 years,
and he had a mustache. He had a mustache, and he stayed in that
deep voice.
Yep, and he was in that damn class, and he stayed in there until he passed.
So let me ask you a question.
Right.
In terms of selling out, man, is this just selling out in terms of the kids, or does it mean selling out all the way around?
Well, I think it means selling out all the way around because now check it out. Say you have a room full of 50 adults or 100 adults, 100 black belts. You got 100 black belts. Congratulations. They're all paper tigers. They can't walk and chew gum at the same time. You got 100 black belts. None of them fight. None of them fight. And if they do fight, they get their asses whooped, right? And none of them fight. They don't do tournaments. And what do you say? What does the teacher say? None of them do tournaments. Why? Why don't they do tournaments?
We can't do tournaments because our techniques are too deadly to be in a tournament.
Oh my God, they're too deadly. Does that make any friggin' sense
to
sense. Anybody? Their techniques are so deadly that they can't control themselves at a tournament? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
We actually had one of our students today, one of our young students. And if you have this situation happen to you, in your training, and you're not a black belt yet, but you always have friends. You always have friends who want to work out with you. You always have friends who's and meet people. Oh, let's spar. That's the first thing out of their mouth. Let's spar. You know, you don't know these guys from a whole wall. You know, they want to work out and things like that. We had a young student today. Is like, you know, the guy had maybe 2 years of training, and he's like, oh, well let's spar. You know, we take care of our students, so we don't tell the students, yeah, just go out there and just kick ass. No, we have to have, you know, we have to make sure that our students are experienced enough to know when to handle themselves, when to do what, you know. So, you know, it's not just teaching them techniques and just sending them out there and just, you know, oh, well, we'll hope for the best. No, why? Because of this.
Yeah,
because
man.
of this. They're representing us. So if I'm letting somebody loose, I better make sure that their techniques are legit, right? Not to say that the student can't scrap down, but I don't know the person that he's scrapping down with, and not everybody has the same integrity that you teach your students with.
No.
And so that was the issue. So we tell him, no, if he wants to spar with you, so wants to work him out, invite him here.
Just sign that waiver.
Just sign the waiver. Invite him here.
Sign that waiver.
You know, and the guy was supposed to be, you know, a Krav Maga guy and stuff like that, and told, oh, we can spar with some gloves on. Gloves? We don't spar with gloves on. I said, well, how do you work? How do you work out? How do you spar without, you know, without injuring people? Why? Because people got to get up and go to work the next day. You know. And I was like, people was like, oh, well, you know, working, you know, sparring with gloves is crap. And I said, yeah. And I asked them the same question: have you ever been smacked in the face with a boxing glove on? Nope. If the answer is no, you don't know what it feels like.
No, and you haven't gotten grimy.
All you've
been doing is self-defense. That's all you've been doing is self-defense.
That's it. You know, and you know, it's fine and dandy to talk, but I've invited many people down to the school a number of years, and
I'm paying attention. I'm just trying to share everybody.
And I can tell you how many people that I personally invited to come down to the school to check it out and work out and spar with me. I can tell you how many people in the 22 years have actually made it down. You want to know? You ready? You ready for this?
Good. Bing! Goose egg.
Big zero.
Goose egg.
Zero. Why?
Goose egg.
Because people like to talk. People like to boast themselves up. People like to, you know, make themselves feel like they're better than what they are, and you know that's the whole stipulation of it. So what do? I don't talk about martial arts with people anymore because you know what? People are, what do you call them? Paper what?
Paper tigers.
Paper tigers. People out there are paper tigers.
Mao Jiao.
That's it.
Mao Jiao.
And those out there that are our viewers out there that know Chinese exactly know what that means.
All right. So on a positive note, we're gonna move on to the next thing. I think.
Oh wow, you got this all planned out.
Yeah. You know what? I've been thinking about it, and you know, been thinking about it, and I've been thinking about it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah. So
what's our next topic?
The next topic is.
What is that?
Build your adult base. Kids are not the end game.
Wow.
Yeah. So you know what? It's like anytime they just say that one more time.
Good.
Do you guys see that? All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it. Okay. So yeah, build your adult base. See, if you were walking now, this is an Orango fact. This is an Orango fact. I hope he's watching.
I see people. I see a whole lot of people. I haven't seen him pop up yet.
Yeah, he better be popping up. So this is the whole thing. This is an Orango fact, right? If you were going to your own school to sign up, would you sign up to your own school?
That is an excellent question.
Right? So
that
now
is an excellent
you
question.
went to a school, you wanted to learn martial arts, and this kid's got 5 classes. He's got 5 classes for the day. 4 of them are kid classes, and 1 of them is an adult class. So you go there, and you watch all these little kiddies working out, having a good time, jumping over belts, and getting cotton candy and patches, and all sorts of other crap. And then you go to the adult class, and the kids' classes, he's got 30, she's got 30, you know, he or she, I'm not, you know, I believe in the fair game. They got 30, 40 kids in each class. You get to the adult class, and there's 5 people in the class. 5 people in the class.
Yeah.
5 people, and 3 of them are his friends or her friends, and the other 2 just happen to be there. So you got 5 people. Now you're an adult going to a school you want to learn, and you're watching 5 students on the floor, 5 adults on the floor working out. Your head starts to question, what is this? Is it a kiddie school? Is it an adult-based school? What are we learning here? What are you guys doing? So for me, and doesn't mean for anybody else, and if you don't like this, we're going to go this way. You ready? We're going to the left.
Go this way?
Yeah,
all right.
Swipe. If you don't like what I'm saying, don't watch. But the reality of it is that if you walk into an adult-based school and you see 15 to 20 adults in the class working out, he or she is doing something right. You know why? Because there are adults that are learning from him. There are adults that have a sense of reality, that have been around the game for 20, 25 years and know what's real and what's not. That makes sense?
That makes sense.
Right? So it's very important for you to build your adult base, because people will take you more seriously as an adult base instructor opposed to just being a kid instructor. And you want to be an adult base instructor. So it's very, very important. We're still in the green.
We're doing good.
Yeah, no, man, we're still in the green, so I'm really, really excited. Yeah.
So another reason why, because of that, is somebody told me before, kids are where the money at. Kids is where the money at in martial arts, and that's all well and good, and you can make it rain all day long, you know. But you can't teach with the same quality and the same understanding with kids than you can with adults. And that's the main problem, right? So again, like I said before, you have to find somebody that pass on the system, pass on the skills, pass on the knowledge, you know. And if you have a hard time finding those people, you know, your style is going to die out, you know. So that's one of the other reasons why we say have that adult-based school. Right, have that adult-based school, because you need somebody to take it into the next generation. Yeah,
and especially if you want to, you know, the whole left and right thing when you're watching TV, man, it's messing me up. What's so important is that you want to duplicate yourself, right? You eventually want to own, you know, you want to open up another school, you know, and you can't have a 13-year-old own. Dude, this is killing me, man.
What is...
I don't know. You know what it is? I got my shots today.
Oh, so you're all jacked up. I'm
all jacked up. I got my shots today in my nose because of this situation that I'm going through. So not a happy situation. But in any event, it's really important. So you really got to build up your adult base. So here's my next tip. Now these are all
they're coming like fire.
These are all free, everybody.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, and I'm a Jew. I don't give away anything for free.
No, you give away
nothing away for free.
Nothing.
I'm giving you guys free tips. I'm hoping that somebody out there is listening, because if you listen, it might help your business grow, and you don't have to sell out. You can keep you as who you are, opposed to jumping on the bandwagon with everybody else and just becoming the nonsense train. Mm-hmm. All aboard the nonsense train. Whoop whoop. All right, so here's the next tip. The next tip.
What you got there?
Here we go. People are students, not money.
Ooh.
Yeah, right? People are students, not money. It could be like Star Wars, right? You know, like in the beginning of Star Wars, everybody reading. And you can never read fast enough and it just leaves. Okay, so here, people are students. When you start looking at students as money, you're lost. You already lost the game.
Yeah.
You're so involved with the green that you don't understand what it is anymore. All you see is dollars, green paper. All you see is green paper. Stop with the green paper. The money will come. Teach good martial arts, and the money will come. If you build it, they will come. Right? So build a good martial arts school, right?
So they always say martial arts should be a family. And the problem is, if you make it, you know, if you have 200 to 300 students, that's a big damn family. They keep taking.
And you got to be able to hold on to all those people, man.
And not only that, everybody knows that's been out there teaching that if you're an instructor, a good instructor, a true instructor, you're not just teaching people martial arts. You're also their brother, their father, their lawyer, their psychiatrist, their confidant, their guy that that they confide in, like going to like confession and
man,
stuff like that.
You wear so many hats.
You
including this one.
Yeah, you got so many hats to wear that it's so hard to it would be nice if you could be that close with 300 different people, but
fish are friends, not food.
yeah, but it's statistically it's a mathematical
impossibility, right? And then you have all these people that are just you're turning out all these people that you never even met before, and they're saying that they're your students. I have the pleasure of knowing every single student that comes out of here. I know all the people that test for their black sashes. I know how old they are. I know we have parents in here that have kids that are training, and the parents and the kids are training together. Parents that train with their kids, stick together, train together, live together. It becomes such a big bond, you know?
Yes.
So before we go any further, though, I definitely want to do a big shout out to a lot of people.
Holy cow.
I think there's a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
And this is just on one thing, but
let's see. We got so many people, looking on. I don't think it's gonna work on this one.
It's not, is it?
No.
All right, that's all right. So we got look.
Who we got?
Shihan Andrews on here.
Hey.
What's up, brother? What's up? Clint's on here. Tim Green. Tim Green, how are you?
What's up, dude? Waukesha?
Yeah, Waukesha. Thank you so much for the awesome comment. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Mr. Cologne.
Cologne is on here. Thank you, sir. Roberto Tito Flores. Brother, how are you? I want to see that video. You said you still have that video of me. I definitely want to check it out. Linda, how are you, Linda? Mark Harris, how are you? Brian was just here for the Tai Chi class.
Daredevil.
Yeah, Daredevil. That's right.
Tammy Sloan, that's my neighbor. How you doing, Tam? Thanks for stopping by.
I'm not gonna say, I know all these people, right? Christopher Evans, Angela Centrala, how are you? Let's see, who else is on here? Seth Buckley, old student. Student.
There's a lot of people on
here. So guys, if I didn't see you on here, it's because
we're streaming
to do different things, and I'm absolutely completely lost. And without Sifu doing his magic here, I'd be lost. So, so everybody out there.
I also want to say, because we can't leave the new people that we got on YouTube out, so it's a little different. So we don't get like the whole chat thing with the YouTubers, but we do have at least like 3 or 4 or 5 people that are new on watching us on YouTube. So
awesome.
Thank you guys.
Guys, thank you.
This is a new thing we're trying now.
Spread it out. Spread the word if you like it.
Yeah, check it out. Spread it out.
If you like it, spread it. Don't just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, so we're gonna be doing this every week. Be spreading out to YouTube and to Facebook at the same time. I don't even think anybody's doing that right now.
I don't know. I think people are doing that, but not martial artists.
Not martial artists. Yeah.
You got gamers out there that are doing this all day long, and this is a big thing, especially with all the magical stuff that we have, that things are floating in, floating out.
Yeah.
It's just, to me, it's absolutely mind-boggling, and I'm very, very excited, and just Sifu had smacked me around mentally.
Yeah, I don't do that physically.
Smacked me around mentally and told me that you need to get involved with the next level, the next step, and this is the next level. This is the next step.
If you're, and I know, like we said a lot of times, these diehards, instructors, they're sticking to the same old way that they used to do marketing, and they used to get their students back in the 80s, back in the 90s, when people did this and opened up the yellow book.
Yellow book? What's a yellow book, Daddy?
And nowadays people don't even know what a yellow book is.
Yeah.
Everything you want to learn and you get from online, and you get from
Sifu Google. I gotta trademark that.
You gotta trademark Sifu Google.
SifuGoogle.com.
Yeah, but you gotta pay them royalties.
Yeah, I know.
So the instructors now have to have an online presence. You must have an online presence to be relevant now in the 21st century. And it's good in some ways, and it's not good in some ways. The way it's good for us is because we get to showcase what we do. So there's no question, because there used to be a question, all the time.
Yeah. What do you guys do? What do you guys don't do?
And is your stuff legit?
Yeah.
And this has been going on for decades. It's nothing new. It's been going on for decades. People used to snub Kung Fu. Kung Fu can't fight. Kung Fu this one. When there was like plenty of guys out there that were, were fighting. In tournaments, and I can sit here and name drop all the whole time, but now we have an opportunity where we can show people what Kung Fu skills are all about, and back then it was like a lot of mysticism with the martial arts. Why? Because people was like that same thing as my techniques are too deadly.
Too deadly.
Too deadly.
Too deadly. I just registered my hands with the police.
Yes.
Walk away from them.
Yeah.
Walk away. Walk away. Definitely walk away.
But now it's this is not the case. So everybody wants to see the skills.
Yeah, man. So you know what? So the beautiful thing about it, and this is what I was talking about before. It's not on here.
You mean you didn't?
Hold on. I gotta write it down.
All right. So having an online presence is a must. So now for all these instructors that are wondering how to get the students in, build up your online presence. Have a good functioning website. The website has to be tailor-made to you. You can't go out there and get a template and get a cookie cutter website and stuff like that, because it doesn't resonate with what your message is and what your style is and what your system is. And he's chopping at the bit. He's chopping at the bit.
I'm ready.
All right, go ahead. Go.
Bam! Put your best foot on. C for Google. Trademark. Put your best foot forward. Now you got all these people out there. They're putting their videos on, right? Because now they're pressured, right? So now they're putting their videos on, and these people in their own head, legends in their own mind, mind you, right?
Goodness.
They're legends in their own mind,
Yes.
putting crap up online and saying, "Look how great this is.
Yeah,
Look at all my techniques."
yeah,
and you're looking at it going, "That shit sucks." That's horrible.
Yes.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
But that stuff is horrible. Horrible. And that's what's happening, right? So they're putting up this stuff, they're legends in their own mind, and they're putting up this stuff, and now you're going looking at them going, yeah, okay, so now we know exactly where they are and who they are. So when they give an opinion, it doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah.
So you know what? You put your videos up to showcase who you are. Put your best foot forward. If it doesn't look good, if you watch it and you watch your video before you push that goddamn, that goddamn publish button.
I don't like the way I look.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Nobody's gonna like the way you look.
Yeah, if you don't like it, nobody's gonna like it. Don't push the publish button.
Yes.
Go back, ask somebody personally.
Yes.
Does this look good? Because if they go, yeah, it kind of looks good, don't put it up.
Yes, and have some experience with some kind of understanding of how to shoot video, how to do graphics, and if you can't do it, find somebody to do it.
Oh God, yeah.
Because
please.
the days we're doing the old '80s, flying things
with the music
is over.
With the names coming in
over.
and then floating out.
Yeah.
I did all that.
Yeah. And back in the day,
it was cool.
It was cool. But nowadays,
yeah, man.
We got all millennials, dude. All the millennials.
Back in the 70s, corduroys were cool.
Corduroys are cool.
I wore corduroys.
I didn't see him come back too quick. Right?
No, man. You started fire.
They didn't make it come back yet.
You started fire.
But yes, you have to have a visual presence, and has to be aesthetically pleasing, and has to be viable to today's modern day.
And I see Tim Green. You said Sifu Google rocks. LOL. Don't be stealing my stuff. I'm telling you, it was trademark.
He's gonna sue you.
Look, see that R? That means it's trademark. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. No, but seriously, Tim Green. As soon as we get the okay with everything, we're gonna be doing online training. We're going to do online training.
Yes.
So that's something that we're going to do. We just got to figure out the logistics about it and how we can really conform to that and make sure that whatever anybody's learning is quality. And just because you take a damn class, it does not mean that you are certified in teaching and you are certified under me. Absolutely, under no circumstances does it mean that, right? So here's the next tip.
You got another one?
I got another tip.
All right.
I got another tip, and it's not the tip of my foot. Here's a tip. Use as much free advertisement as you can. Now, stick in your cards. Go into the bookstore and stick in your cards and books.
Oh yeah, you can't do that no more.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you do, that's all guerrilla marketing, and it's actually a real waste of time and it's a real waste of money. Okay, stop doing that. That used to work in the 80s. It doesn't work anymore. But because we have the internet, and the internet is so powerful that we are up on 2 different platforms right now at the same time.
Yep.
And because of that, we are advertising for free, and people understand that. And you know what? We got a good base. We got a good base of people. So here, utilize every free means of advertising your school possible.
C4 Ortiz is on.
Oh, Sifu, how are you, sir?
How are you, sir? I watched your video today. That
oh my God! It was crazy. Off the hook.
You guys got check. It's on my page. Oh my God! Ooh.
So here's some free advertisement. What you should be doing.
What you got?
I got Facebook.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Instagram.
What?
Tumblr.
What?
Twitch.
Oh my.
Woo! All aboard the free train, everybody. Whoop whoop. Free train. So, if you don't have a Facebook, shame on you. If you don't have a YouTube channel, shame on you. If you don't have an Instagram, Tumblr, Twitch, shame on you. Get your crap straight. This is the era where we can start really pumping out all this information. You could put out videos. You could put out custom commercials. You could do so much stuff. You got to get out there and just really start hammering. The more that you advertise, the more that you're in everybody's face, the more that people will get to know who you are. Correct?
Yes.
Right? So
exactly.
We got a Facebook page. We got a YouTube page. We got an Instagram. We got a Tumblr. We don't got Twitch.
We mean Twitter.
That's Twitter?
That's Twitter.
That's Twitter.
Twitter.
Twitch, whatever it is.
Right.
We don't, I'm not even sure if we got that. But we're in the process of really hammering as much as we possibly can. Here's another thing. If you don't have an app, get one. Get an app.
You can get your own app?
Oh, man, I got my own app.
You got your own app?
Let me show you.
Uh-oh.
Let me show you.
Uh-oh.
Let me show you. I got my own app. I'm going to put that right up there.
Oh,
yeah,
they can. They can see it.
See that ugly face right there? That's my app. And if you click on my app, wha-bam! Comes up.
Oh.
Professional! So now, if anybody says, hey, what do you do? Boop, boop. That's what I do. So I do that. I could share this with anybody. Anybody. And now all of a sudden, business cards are a thing of the past. I get their phone number. I send it. All of a sudden now, every month, I can send them a free coupon to my class. Just like that. So if you're not using these things that are happening, get your crap straight. So this is a good way of helping you guys out. And look, it's all for free. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting no money from it unless you guys want to donate to the Seafood Greg Fund, and I would gladly take your money
because we need it.
You know, and I'll share it with my brother.
Oh, good.
I'll share it with my brother.
Woo!
You know, so
yeah, you know, I want to make it rain.
Oh, we're gonna make it rain. You know, so if anybody wants to give to the Seafood Greg and Seafood Lloyd Fund, you're more than welcome to help us out. We just lonely people, and we just looking for some, you know, we need like 100 or 200,000 views, because there's some people out there with 300, 400, 1 million views, teaching stuff that they have no idea what they're teaching, and people are following them.
And it's crap.
It's crap with a big C.
It's crap.
I got one more. I thought I had one more. Hold on now. Hold on now. I got now I got everything on my. On my let's see, using free marketing. I already told you guys that.
Right.
Put your best foot forward. I already told you guys that. Use multimedia. Students are students and not money.
Yeah.
Yep. What else? Let's see. Here we go. This is a good one too.
What's this one?
This one is about your phone messages. Okay. If your phone message is longer than 30 seconds, stop. If it goes on to a minute, people are hanging up on you.
Yes.
People don't want to hear how great and how wonderful you are.
Yes.
People's era today is McDonald's. You want to talk about this? You can talk about it. Go ahead.
So the thing with the phone messages is, you know, people don't call people anymore. People text.
Yeah.
People, you know, when we get inquiries about the school, it comes through our email through the website, and they text back and forth, and we get calls, and they leave, whatever they want, and then we call them back, and it's like a 30-second, welcome to Shaolin Kung Fu. Leave your name and number. We'll get back to you. Click, and that's it.
Yeah, you know what? I give a 30-second speech on my phone as fast as I possibly can. Hang up the phone. People sometimes call, but I've got more people hitting me up from the webpage because this man is a multimedia master.
I don't know about master.
You are the master. You are the guru. Yeah. This guy has set up the website so good that I'm getting hits every 2 to 3 days. And, some of them are bogus, and then some of them are legit. And we get people constantly coming in, more from the website than my phone. The only people that call my phone is bill collectors.
Yeah. And we tell them, swipe.
So because of that, again, because it's a multi-marketing, we're able to advertise in so many different facets through the internet that it would be stupid not to use that. It's so important. Yeah. But again, for the answering machine, 30-second message, guys. 30 seconds. That's it. I don't need to know the history of your world. I don't need to know. Nobody needs to know the history and how many first place trophies you won and how great you are. Nobody needs to know that. People will find that out as they come to your school. But 30 seconds. Let them know
we get people. They call the school. They want information. As soon as we get them on the phone, we just set up an appointment for them to come down, and that's basically what we use the phone for. Any other correspondence we have with people is always online. Yep. It's always through some kind of text. They text the Facebook page. They send a message to the Facebook page. We get messages from the website. We get all these comments from our YouTube subscribers that are asking us, when you guys going to have this correspondence online courses and stuff like that, because I'm in the UK and I want to learn your stuff, but I can't get to the school.
Yeah, well, we haven't figured that out yet, but
we're going to figure that out.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Figure that out. So internet, is a must. Internet is a must.
And I got to say this too.
What you got?
So guys, all seriousness too, if I'm messaging you guys out there, if I'm taking the time to message and everything else or call you guys and I don't get any phone calls or anything, I feel very hurt. And you know what? I'm writing people off. Zongsher used to say this all the time, and his circle used to get smaller and smaller. So you know what? If I call people and you guys don't call me back, I'm not calling no more. I'm not calling. I'm not bothering with you. And it's not for anything else except that I would rather be around people that appreciate me than being around people that tolerate me, right? And that's not my words. That was from a great martial artist. Don't know his name. I remember I used to hear it all the time. And you want to know something? To me, it resonates to me. So if I message you and you haven't messaged me back, to hell with you. That's all I got to say. Don't bother messaging me now, because this shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah, just swipe.
Yeah, just swipe and delete me off your crap, because I'm telling you, my world is getting smaller and smaller, because I'd rather be around people who care about me the way I care about them, and I'm not running after people, and I'm done with that. I'm done with that. No more of that nonsense. So, Zongsher, thank you very much for all the wisdom. Sifu Raul, thank you very much for all the wisdom. All the Sifus out there. Shurjan Moses, thank you very much for all the wisdom. I appreciate it. And thank you guys very much for helping me out. For all the Sifus out there, like Sifu Ron Wheeler, Sifu Jason Van Winkle, all these people that are actually promoting this Talk Real, Get Real show, thank you very much. Thank you. And if you guys send me shirts, I'll wear them. I will.
Yes.
I will definitely wear them. Yes. But you got to send 2 of them, because I'm not going to wear it without my brother here. So you got to make sure that you got to send 2 shirts. I'm a large. I'm not sure what size he is.
I'm a large. I'm not extra large. I'm slim down.
So we're both larges. So send larges. If you send extra larges, we're going to be really offended. So guys, all in all, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. So the next thing we were talking about, we did the messages, right? We did the answer machine, the messages. All right,
messages, and then we covered a lot of stuff.
Another thing I want to talk about is that when you're teaching class and you're running class and somebody walks in through that door, You know, a lot of people say you shouldn't get off the floor. You should continue what you're doing, you know, and let one of your ranks come out there and talk with them and everything else. And, you know, for me, if I'm running a class and I look at one of my instructors, they know exactly what time it is. Why? Because I've groomed all my students to understand and know. If I'm in the middle of a Tai Chi class and I look at Sifu while we're doing the Tai Chi because somebody walked in, I don't even have to, I just look at them. I walk off, he slides right up. Just like a wingman, slides right up to the front, starts teaching. I come off the floor. How nice is it for an instructor to come off the floor and talk with somebody who came in? Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to sit down and talk with them for a half an hour. It means I'm going to say, hey, how you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. Why don't you sit down and, you know, watch class for a little while. And when I'm done with class, I can talk with you and take care of it.
So think of it like this. You know, if somebody comes and knocking on your door, and you open the door. You don't send one of your kids out there to greet somebody. You go out there. And you invite the person into your house.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's
so good.
Yeah,
that's so good.
You know,
I like that.
We view the school as our home, as our house.
Yep.
You know, so we greet the people and coming into the house. We invite them. You sit down, and you know, we'll get to you when we can get to you. But enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself watching. And, you know, and pretty much that's it, you know. But
we're getting close to the end of our...
we're getting... Really?
Yeah,
Already?
Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right. Well, we don't
know what to say anymore. We're only on for an hour. So, guys, just remember, if you like what you're watching, you in order to support us, you got to subscribe to YouTube channel. Go ahead, man. No, go ahead.
No, subscribe to YouTube, like the channel, subscribe to YouTube.
What is the YouTube channel? Oh, look at that. Look right up there. There it goes. There it is right there.
It's been floating around up there.
It's floating around up there. Yeah. All those things are floating around.
I think is it time for advertisements?
We have to advertise. Advertisements.
All right. So we'll put up our advertisements.
Oh, hold on. You're gonna fade out, dude. Cool.
Yeah, I gotta get it up there first. Yeah. All right, so I'll put up our advertisement right now.
Ba-bam!
There we are.
Little bobblehead.
All right, so like we said, everybody should have a website. You don't have to go to an extreme. I just like pleasant, aesthetically pleasing.
You don't have
stuff.
to go to an extreme, but look at the website.
Yes.
Look what this man did. Awesome website. Awesome.
It has to resonate with the people.
Resonate with the people.
It has to resonate with the people. It has to be visually stunning and feature you. Feature you. People want to know you. They want to know what you can do for them. Show them what you can do for them. Show them exactly what you do. This is what I can do for you.
This is what I do when I do it.
This is what I do, right? So you have to have an aesthetically pleasing website. You have to feature yourself, not just feature the students. Now, don't get me wrong. The students are important. The students are definitely important, but you got to put your best foot forward to grab the people out there, and that's exactly what we do. We sometimes we put videos up and we look at it and we like, this is crap. We ain't putting this up. Not everything that we have touched is magically.
Yeah, man. Case in point, I had a Black Sash class last week and they were going over material and I was watching it and I was videotaping.
And I thought we were doing good.
Yeah, I videotaped it and he goes, "Oh, did you put it up?" And I went, "No." Why did you put it up?
I said
because it looked like crap.
It looked like crap.
Not putting it up.
And I was like, all right, But we got everything laid out, for people to look at, and we have our media page. And this is sometimes where people fall short because you go to the media page, and usually this page says under construction.
They got one video.
They got one video,
and it's not them.
So this is where everything should be connected. So this is where all our social media is connected. All our Instagram, our YouTube, this is all connected. So you can get to our social media from our website. That is so important, in terms of your marketing. right? And
Oh, I'm sorry. And one more person, Master Jerry Fontanez. Thank you very much.
The man that
he's the one that started this.
That helped us start this.
Yeah.
Talk real, get real.
So he gets
extravaganza.
Yeah. So he gets all the props.
Yes,
all the props.
My man gets all the props, Master Fontanez.
Yep.
You know, so we're gonna move right in to our Facebook page. So our Facebook page, we use it as our business page, right? So everything that's featured is featured on our Facebook.
Seafood Google shirt. Seafood Google shirt. Clint wrote that. Thank you, brother.
Now, if we didn't get sued, we'd probably be able to design that. But
do you think we get sued?
Yeah.
It's Seafood Google.
No.
Really?
No.
We get sued?
We get sued.
There must be some Jews that. I would sue somebody.
You would sue.
Dude, I had, I own the Got Food. I own Got Food.
Yes.
I own Got Food. I had somebody making shirts that said Got Food. I called them up.
You called them up.
I called them up.
Cease and desist.
That's what I said. I said cease and desist. What do you mean cease and desist? I said that's trademarked. Got Food is trademarked. That's mine. Got Food.
Yes. So that's our Facebook page, and now we're moving into the YouTube channel. We got over 60 videos. You know, some people got over. You know, some people make a living doing this. You know, and
we hope so.
We hope so.
Maybe one day.
We've been doing this social media thing for only 2 years. And for 2 years, we've just been branching out, and a lot of people know our stuff and are vibing with our stuff. And, you know, we were already legit, but now everybody knows it. And that's the whole point.
And a lot of people are trying to duplicate
what we do.
But they can't.
And then we go over to the IG. You want your daily Shaolin, we go over to the Instagram.
Yep.
Right? So this man's putting stuff up every day. Every day we got some, some video, some class, some awesome sayings and stuff like that. And this man is like Yoda, man, when he comes up with these sayings. So
that's a free app, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a free app. Not the words, just how it all, the fonts and stuff like that.
You must have, a full spectrum of where people can see you, where people can find you, and that's basically it. So that's us, and we ain't afraid to put it up there.
Yep.
And you can't be afraid to put it up there.
So we gotta close this door real quick.
We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. So guys, where'd I go? There I go. Where I go, there I go. All right, so guys, thank you so much for being a part of the Talk Real, Get Real. I hope all the crybabies were sleeping and not paying attention. And again, we don't mean to offend anybody. And
we don't?
No, well, I don't know if we don't or we do. All I know is that I want to thank everybody for listening to us. And again, if you don't like us, just swipe. Just not pay attention. Just get it out of your mind. Don't worry about it. Keep doing the same crap that you've been teaching. And we, no harm, no foul. Just make sure that your students don't go tiptoeing onto our page and actually start listening, because they might be questioning what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
And again, this is not directed towards everybody. This is directed towards the people that are doing the wrong stuff. Get your shit straight. Get your stuff straight, and everything will be hunky dory. Yeah. I think everything will be fine.
Take care of itself.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and you know what? We'll start building up the martial art community again, and really making. When people say, "Oh, you're a black belt or you're a black sash," people are going to be like,
"It'll mean something."
It'll mean something.
It'll definitely start meaning something.
Because right now, all it is a little kid walking over to a machine, putting in $1.50, and pushing a button and getting that belt. That's all that means, man. And that's what it is. That's what it is. I don't care what you say about it, but again, if you're giving out black belts in 2 years, there is no quick way up that mountain, man.
Nope.
And all the real martial artists know that.
Know exactly
you got it. Yeah, man. It's an uphill battle every goddamn day.
Yes.
And you know what? Anybody giving away belts that quickly and giving away belts that early, all you're doing is just making a mockery of the person that's above you, that had taught you. You're making a mockery of people that have worked very, very hard for their sashes. So if you just got your belt, sorry, it's not really worth too much. If you've earned your belt, it means more than any money can buy. So, guys, I want to thank you very much for being on Talk Real, Get Real.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for listening.
Make sure you like and share and do all that good stuff. We definitely appreciate it. Get the message out there.
Man.
Get that message of the coalition out.
Coalitions. YouTube. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram.
Yep.
Check us out on Tumblr. Check us out on all the ways possible. We got so much to offer for people. Guys, thank you very much. Again, talk real, get real, train real, get real, and
Shaolin out!